Hello and welcome to another video. Today we are looking at Kamui. Kamui is a 5 power and 3 duration ultimate. And essentially, exactly where the enemy's feet is, it will go ahead and kill anyone standing exactly in the spot that you have locked onto. And it's a little harder to hit than the rest of the ultimates, but it's also one of the easier ones to obtain and hit. So it's iffy, and if anyone is like next to their teammates, like cuddled together, then yeah, they will also, be trapped inside of the convoy, and they'll be dead. And it's a one-shot kill ultimate. Uh, the only real exception is that if they move or escape, then they won't get caught by it. So you're gonna have to stun them. You're gonna have to wait for like a really long ninjutsu wind up, or if it's a defense player, just kind of standing somewhere. Or if you notice that they can't move or substitute, that's the best time to really use it. And you kind of want to use it like almost preemptively. So you want to really prepare it whenever you do have it. So it's quite a hard ninjutsu to land actually. Unless you're really good with your weapon combos and you can stun them with your weapon, and the weapon itself has a long enough stun for you to actually, use Kamui, then yeah, it's perfectly fine. But other than that, it is a bit of a difficult one to land. Now, the addition to Kamui is that you can go ahead and knock someone out and their teammate cannot revive them. So what that means is literally if you hit someone with Kamui and they die, a teammate cannot go ahead, like a healer for example, a teammate healer cannot go ahead and literally revive them from the dead. So yeah, pretty good for keeping enemies down, especially in combat battle and such. But yeah, again, it is a very difficult ninjutsu to land. You do need proper ninjutsus to land and set up the Kamui, which makes it far more rewarding and far easier to land than it would if you used, nothing like I am. I'm still restricting myself to only one ninjutsu at a time for some strange reason. So yeah, I don't know. I suppose it's more clean for the showcase. I don't know. I'm torturing myself at this rate. I think I have a problem. But yeah. Other than using the starter builds, another exception which you just saw, Obito was right there. He should have technically died, but because he substituted and he was just above the Kamui, it technically didn't catch him. So that's what I meant by being very precise with the actual ultimate. But other than that, for some reason this flag battle I wasn't able to get it. So after this flag battle you'll see it being used properly once against the defense type who left himself wide open with his ninjutsu. But yeah, it's a good example of what you should aim for or what you should look out for when you have Kamui, so then you can get that free and easy kill. Another way to actually use Kamui is almost like a self-sacrifice shotgun. And what I mean by that is if an enemy is already right next to your feet, right, and a lot of other enemies are charging at you and you have full health, then it's really worth trying to get Kamui Bond to spawn exactly at your feet, so that then you can go ahead and essentially capture everyone who's charge attacking you, and you might get 2 or 3 kills that way instead of just one, or maybe just none. It depends. It's very difficult to do, even showcase, but if you time it right and if you get used to it, you could technically go ahead and learn how to do it like a close range shotgun. So if anyone tries to charge attack you, they will get caught in the Kamui and it would act like almost like a shotgun. That's the reason why it's kind of important to know spacing, timing, and all of this stuff for the game. And that comes naturally with skill. But other than that, that is pretty much it for Kamui. So yeah, Kamui is quite basic, quite strong. Comes back decently quickly, I'd say, since yeah, it's kind of a strong, quick ultimate. But the only issue is that I didn't have any, ninjutsus to really boost that speed along. So that's the only thing about it. But other than that, here's the one Kamui kill that I got. So, pretty good. Other than that, yeah, we kind of lost this game, but it is what it is. That's quite normal. But yeah, other than that, see you guys later. Peace out. I'll see you next video.